Hey everybody, Chef Ron here, working on the Whaler, and figured I'd show you what I'm doing. Yesterday I pulled out some wood pieces that were on the top deck on both sides that were nice and rotted. You can see the rotten wood right there. So those are going to get new ply glass back in, that way things can screw down to them. And then in my back drain where the scupper is, there's a hole, and I was putting a tool in there and feeling that it was wet coming out and a lot of that foam. So I decided, I already had this hole here, so I was just going to cut a foam block out. So I used a drywall knife, cut a little block of foam, got this all out with some scraps, and now I'm able to access underneath that area, and I'm actually pretty happy with what I'm seeing. The foam is actually all dry down here on the bottom. There was a tiny bit of moisture down here on the bottom, but most of it really seemed to just be under the hole there. So now I'm able to kind of reach down in here and feel how firm and solid it is. And you can see there is some wet debris, but it's not that much. So I'm pretty happy with my findings, and I'm not feeling like I need to rip up all the foam on this boat. So I'm just going to stick with this spot, and then I'm going to take out the through hole fitting. I'm going to reglass this whole area, clean this all out, reglass it. I'm going to refoam this with some structural foam rather than great stuff because it's such a big void, although I could probably fit that in there and foam it back into place with some great stuff, and that might hold it enough because there's going to be decking over this and it's going to be pretty solid even with that out. So I'm not positive which route I'm going to go yet. I might just grade stuff it because that's $7 instead of 50 to 100 for structural foam. So that's going to go back in, and then we're going to reglass the top of this with the boards in place. So should work pretty good, and I'm happy with the findings on a hull from the 60s. That's the only water issue that I seem to be having at the moment, other than the rotten boards that came up. So I'll show you when it's time to glass this thing and some other projects along the way. Thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button wherever it is.